A very good morning to all my students. This is once again your Srijita ma'am with your English literature class. Hope you are all staying fit and fine. Hope you are all safe at home, having healthy diet and listening to your parents, right? Now, students, you must be knowing that in these days we were discussing about the story of Pandora and the Hope Fairy, isn't it? And I think you people are liking the story. Now, students, this story is a different story. This story is a bit big enough for you people, but this is much more interesting since it is from a certain different topic which you do not know previously. So it must be interesting to you, and since it is a different type of topic, since it is a different type of story which you do not know before, I have done several videos, several video clips, several different video clips in order to make you understand separately, isn't it? I have given you two live meetings, two discussions for this chapter. Again, I will be giving the next two live meetings for this chapter only, as I have told you, to clear all your doubts. Since from this chapter you may have certain doubts, I will do as much as possible for you. Okay. So, students, you must be knowing that this chapter is all about myths, mythology, Greek mythologies, isn't it? Now, students, as I have already discussed what is mythology, what is Greek mythology in my tutorial videos, in the live meetings where you have asked me what is mythology, what is Greek mythology, I have already discussed all these things with you, right? Now, students, you must be knowing what is mythology, what is Greek mythology now very well, since you have got a project topic also related to this. So now you must be knowing what are those. So I am not discussing, or I am not repeating the same thing again. Okay. So today, before I start anything, as you must be knowing that this is the recapitulation video, this is the revised video. I will be revising the chapter again with you over here. So today again I will be discussing the introductory part of the chapter. Introductory part means the previous part of the chapter which is not fully given in your book. As I have told you before, that this chapter that is given in your book is the part of the story. It is only a part of this big story. Okay. The previous part of the story I have already discussed in the last live meeting, but I think there are some students, some students who do not have attended the last live meeting. So it is not clear to them the introductory part or the previous part from where the story has got started. It is not at all clear to them, those who have not attended the live meeting that has held before. Okay, so for them I'm repeating my introductory part, and not my introductory part, sorry, the story's introductory part from where the story has got started, for them who have not attended the live meeting class, and also for the students those who have attended, but for their remembrance, for their better understanding, I am repeating the previous part once more. Okay, so try to listen and try to understand. Okay, so the story begins with once upon a time, many years back, there were two brothers named Epimetheus and Prometheus. remember, since this story is a Greek mythological story, so this names of these persons are all related to Greece. They are Greek. Okay, they are not Indians. Okay, so once upon a time, a long time ago, there were two brothers named Epithemius and Prometheus. Right? They were good gods. They were gods. They were good. Okay. They had good hearts. Heart, na? They had good hearts. Okay. They were good friends, even. Okay. One day, one day Prometheus got in trouble with Zeus. One day, Prometheus got in trouble with Zeus. Who is this Zeus? Zeus was the king of gods in Greece. Zeus was the king of gods in Greece at that time. Okay. So one day what has happened? Prometheus got in trouble with Zeus. Prometheus was facing some problem with Zeus, or maybe they get involved in some quarrel or something like that. Okay. Angry over something or other, Zeus had declared that man did not deserve fire. Now, this much you can understand that Zeus, as he was the king of gods, he was the only decision maker of everybody, not only the gods but also the human beings. He is the only one who can take decisions about everybody at that time in Greece. This much you can understand, no? So, angry over something or the other, what has happened? Zeus had declared that man did not deserve fire. He had declared that man will not be getting fire. Okay. Students, you must be knowing that man or human beings must be needing fire. Fire is a very essential thing for every creatures, every living creatures of this world, right? And for your better understanding, students, you must be knowing that Zeus was a very cruel king of gods at that time. Okay, Zeus was a very cruel king at that time. Okay, now see, because Prometheus had a kind heart and he knew how much man needed fire for food and warmth, Prometheus gave man the secret of fire, even though Zeus had not told all the gods not to do. Even though Zeus had told all the gods not to do that. Now, this I have already told that Prometheus and Epithemius were having good hearts, so having a very kind heart, and means Prometheus having a very kind heart, he knew very well that man must be needing fire for food, for making food, and also for warmth, for heat. Okay, Prometheus gave man the secret of fire. The secret of fire means the secret of making fire, even though Zeus had told all the gods not to give fire to man. Okay. Now, by this, Zeus was furious that his order had been ignored. Now, as a result of this, Zeus became so angry upon Prometheus that his order had been ignored by Prometheus. Okay. As a punishment, Zeus chained Prometheus to a rock for many years. Now, what he has done, what Zeus has done, as in order to give punishment to Prometheus, Zeus chained Prometheus to a rock for many years. Okay. Now, by doing this also, Zeus was not at all satisfied. with the punishment that he has given to Prometheus. Okay, he want to punish Prometheus much more than this. Okay, so for this, what he has done, let us see. He was not satisfied enough by this punishment, right? Once Prometheus was chained to a rock, Zeus went to Prometheus's brother, the gentle, kind-hearted Epithymus. Now, once Prometheus was chained to the rock, and as Zeus is not at all satisfied with the punishment that he has already given to given to Prometheus, he then went to Prometheus's brother, who was more gentle and kind-hearted than Prometheus, and he was Epithymus. Okay, now Zeus did not chain Epithymus to a rock. He wants to punish Prometheus's family now. Okay, but for this he did not chain Epithymus to a rock. Now Zeus had made a more cunning punishment for him. Okay, for this, what he has done? Zeus ordered the god's handyman means the maker of things, means at that time in Greece, in the god's region, there was a particular god, he was also a god, who was the maker of things. So Zeus ordered that particular god to make Zeus a daughter. Okay, so Zeus ordered a particular god who is the maker of things at that time to make Zeus his own daughter. Okay, this god made a woman out of clay, a beautiful woman. Okay, so this particular maker of things means this particular god has made a woman out of clay, a beautiful woman. He brought her to life means he has given life to this particular woman, and then brought her to Zeus. Then he has brought her to Zeus. Zeus named his lovely new daughter Pandora. So from here we can come to know about Pandora, who was the daughter of Zeus himself. Okay, now students, you must be asking me that Zeus has planned a trick against his own daughter. Yes, Zeus was such a cruel king, such a cruel father at that time, that he had planned a trick against his own daughter. Okay, Zeus had planned to make Pandora come to this earth and marry Epithymus. He has created the plan like that way that Pandora and Epithymus marry each other and they come to the earth. And why he has done so? In order to take revenge on Prometheus's family. Okay, so what Zeus has planned? Zeus planned to make Pandora and Epithymus marry each other, and after marrying each other, in order to take revenge on Prometheus's family, what Zeus has done? Zeus has presented or gifted as a wedding gift a locked box that must never be opened. So can you understand? Zeus, on her daughter's wedding gift, he has given a particular locked box that they were never supposed to open. Okay, and send them means send Pandora and Epithymus to earth. Okay, Zeus knew it very well that Pandora and Epithemius, as soon as they come to the earth, they will be very much curious about the thing about opening the box that they were not supposed to open. Okay, so that was the plan of Zeus, that as soon as Pandora will be opening that particular box, all the evil spirits, all the ugly monsters that you have read in the story will be coming out into the world, and by this every human beings will get suffered. Okay, by this Zeus can take revenge upon Prometheus's family as well as the human beings. Okay, so is it clear? Is the beginning of the story or the introductory part of the story is clear to you all? But students, you must be knowing that there are bad things also, there are good things also into the world, in this world, for us. Zeus knew about the box, and he knows very well that in the inside portion of the box there were ugly monsters, there were evil spirits. If gets opened, means if the box gets opened, all the ugly monsters, all the evil spirits will be coming out of the box and will be harming not only Pandora but the whole human world. But he doesn't know, or he somehow overlooked, or somehow have not noticed that there was another creature who was there inside the box, that was hope. There was another fairy, there was the fairy named Hope, who can bring hope, who has brought hope in the mind of Pandora, so that she can recover all her pains, all her troubles in her life. Okay, so by this, the Hope Fairy let us overcome, or let Pandora overcome all the troubles that she was facing in her life. Okay, so I think the previous portion or the introductory part that is not written in your story, that is not written in your chapter, is clear to you people. I have told in a very short way. I think you can understand well. If you cannot understand, then also please ask me in the next live meeting. I will be again repeating, or I will be again solving your problem. Okay, now today I will discuss few of the questions from inside the chapter to check what we have learnt. Okay, so are you all ready? There can be so many questions from inside the chapter, but for your help I have taken out some of the questions so that you can understand which type of questions can come inside the chapter, which type of questions or which part you need to study from the chapter. Okay, now listen. Now the first question can be, who was Pandora? Now students, this is such a simple question. You must be knowing who was Pandora. Yes, Pandora was the first woman sent to earth. So who was Pandora? Pandora was the first woman sent to earth. Okay. Now the next question can be, what made her open the forbidden box? Forbidden box means you know na, the box which she was not supposed to open, that was the forbidden box. So what made her open the forbidden box? That is the question. So you can write that it is her excessive curiosity that got better of her, forced to open the forbidden box, or it is her excessive curiosity that got the better of her, made her open the forbidden box. Okay. Now, the next question can be, what were the things that get released from the box? You can say all the evils like pain, death, greed, and so on were released from the box into the world. So, what are the things? All the evils like pain, death, greed, and so on were released from into the world. Okay. Now, the next question can be, what has happened to Pandora then? Now, students, you must be knowing what has happened to Pandora then. Pandora had been badly stung and she was in great pain, isn't it? The pain was sharp and unbearable. She laid down on the floor. She was crying bitterly, her head resting against the box. So this will be the full answer. So if it has been asked that what has happened to Pandora then, you must say that Pandora had been badly stung and was in great pain. Her pain was sharp and unbearable. She laid down on the floor as she was crying bitterly, her head resting against the box. Okay, is it clear to you people? I think okay. Now see, the next question can be, what has happened after some time? Now what has happened? This also you know na? After some time, Pandora heard a gentle tap on the inside of the lid. So after some time, Pandora heard a gentle tap sound on the inside of the lid. So this will be the answer. Okay. Now the next question can be, why Pandora did not want to open the box? Now Pandora had already once opened the box, and for opening the box, all the evil spirits that was not there before in the earth came out randomly, and now she had done enough of lifting the lid, means she had enough of lifting the lid. Now she do not want to lift the lid anymore. Okay, so if the question has been asked that why Pandora did not want to open the lid, open the box, you can say that she was very much afraid that if she again wants to open the box, again some ugly creatures or evil spirits can come out of the box and can harm her again. She had done enough by lifting the lid of the box once. Now she do not want to lift the lid again. Okay. Now see, the next question can be, how the sweet voice has insisted Pandora to open the box. The question is, how the sweet voice has insisted Pandora to open the box. The sweet voice has insisted Pandora to open the box by telling her that, by requesting her to please lift the lid one more time and let her come out. Okay, she was requesting her to lift the lid for one more time and let her come out. Okay. Now, the next question can be, how has Pandora rebuked for not opening the box? Rebuked means how she has reacted, or how she kept herself strict, how she had shown her anger. Okay, so the next question can be, how has Pandora rebuked for not opening the box? Now, this question's answer can be, Pandora has rebuked by telling that again she will let you come out so that you can add troubles into the world. No, please stay away from there. Your brothers and sisters have made enough trouble into the world. She said this one very strictly. Okay, so the answer can be, Pandora has rebuked for not opening the box by telling her that she will not let her come out so that she can add troubles more into the world. Pandora had told her to stay away from her, as she thought that her brothers and sisters means the sweet voices brothers and sisters, have made enough trouble into the world, but now no more. Okay. Now see, the next question can be, what explanation did the sweet voice give for opening the box? For opening the box, the voice has said to Pandora that, was she meaning those ugly monsters with stings in their tails? Was she meant those ugly monsters with stings in their tails? The sweet voice have also told that there are no brothers or sisters of her. She do not sound like them. She was such a sweet voice fairy. Okay. If Pandora let her come out of the box, she will be loving her so much, and she will be staying beside Pandora as a sunshine. Okay. That means the sweet voice told Pandora that I am not like those ugly creatures, those ugly monsters with stings in their tails. I do not have any brothers or sisters. Or you can write without writing I, you can write with she. You can say that the sweet voice told to Pandora that she was not like the ugly monsters with stings, who have stings in their tails. She do not have any brothers or sisters. She do not sound like them, but she have a sweet voice. She will be loving her so much and will be sitting beside her when she will be sitting in the sunshine if Pandora let her come out. So this was her explanation. Okay. Now the next question can be, how was Pandora get forced to open the box? How was Pandora get forced? Now see, Pandora get forced to open the box as the sweet voice told her repeatedly to let the box gets opened and let her come out to see the sun. She also told her that if she comes out of the box, Pandora could see her wings. Okay, so by this, Pandora was forced to open the box. What has happened after the box gets opened? Now, students, you know this answer. What has happened after the box gets opened? This answer can be, out of the box flew a sunny and smiling little winged creature. Now, as soon as the box gets opened, out of the box flew a sunny and smiling little winged creature. She hovered, or you can say, she moved around. She flied around about the room, throwing ribbons of light wherever she went. She flew to Pandora with her soft wing. She lightly touched the place where Pandora was stung. At once the pain was gone. Then she kissed Pandora on her forehead. She fluttered around her brightly and full of laughter. So this whole para you need to write for this question. The question can be, what has happened after the box gets opened? So what will you write? Out of the box flew a sunny and smiling little winged creature. She moved around, or she flied around about the room, throwing ribbons of light wherever she went. She flew to Pandora with her soft wing. She lightly touched the place where Pandora was stung. At once the pain was gone. Then she kissed Pandora on her forehead. She fluttered around her brightly and was full of laughter. So this full para will be the answer of this question. Okay. Now, the next question can be, what was Pandora's reaction after opening the box? What was Pandora's reaction after opening the box? Pandora could not take her eyes off the fairy. So this was her reaction. Pandora could not take her eyes away from the fairy. A look at her was worth all the troubles in the world. So this will be the answer, that Pandora could not take her eyes away from the fairy. A look at her was worth all the troubles in the world. Okay. So the next question can be, what information did the fairy give about herself? So what was the information? The fairy has told her that her name is Hope. Pandora can call her as Hope. She also told her that there will be troubles in the world, but we will also have happy times and the world will go on like this. Troubles would have got into the world anyway. Besides, if Pandora hadn't opened the box, somebody else would have done so. So, can you understand what will be the answer? The information that the fairy has given about herself, that her name was her name was Hope. Pandora can call her by this name. She also told her that there will be troubles in the world, but we will also have happy times and the world will go on like this. Troubles would have got into the world anyway. Besides, if Pandora hadn't opened the box, somebody else would have done so. So this will be the answer. Okay. So the next question can be, why was the fairy shut up in the box of troubles? This question's answer you all know. I have already discussed this question's answer many a time with you. The answer is to give Pandora hope in the middle of all her troubles. So the answer will be to give Pandora hope in the middle of all her troubles. Okay. Now, the next question can be, how did the fairy ensures to bring fun in spite of all the troubles? Can you understand? How did the fairy ensures to bring fun in spite of all the troubles? Hope ensures, or the fairy ensures, to bring fun in spite of all the troubles, as she had told that she makes sure that Pandora will be having enough fun and more. She also told that let those troubles do whatever they want, let them do their worst, we shall do quite well. Okay, so this will be the answer. You can say that the fairy ensures to bring fun in spite of all the troubles by telling or by making sure to Pandora that she will be having enough enough fun and more. Let those troubles do their worst, we shall do quite well. So this will be the answer. Okay. So the next question can be, what were the ingredients? Listen to me. What were the ingredients of Pandora's hope and the fairy's wings? Ingredients means about which it is made up of. Okay. So what were the ingredients of Pandora's hope and fairy's wings? That means you have to tell ingredients of both the things. Pandora's hope also, fairy's wings also. Okay. So you can write like this. The ingredients of Pandora's hope were smiles and tears, and the fairy's wings were light and water. Okay, so you can write like this. The ingredients of Pandora's hope were smiles and tears, and the ingredients of fairy's wings were light and water. Okay. Now, the next question can be, what was Pandora's wish to the fairy? Now, Pandora, after understanding who was this fairy, wished and requested the fairy to live with her forever and ever. Okay, so Pandora, by understanding who this fairy was, wished and requested this little fairy to stay with her forever and ever. Okay. She also told her that we will need you as long as we live in this world. That means Pandora also told to the fairy that they will be needing hope, that means the fairy, as long as they live in this world. Okay, so the next question can be, how did the fairy promise to Pandora? How did the fairy promise to Pandora? The Hope Fairy has gently promised her that she would never leave her. She would never leave her. There may be times when Pandora may feel that the Hope Fairy have vanished, but again and again and again, when she least dream of her, she will find the flickering light of her wings on her ceiling. So, can you understand how will you write this answer? The fairy has promised not to leave Pandora ever. She has also told her that there may be some times when Pandora may feel that the Hope Fairy have vanished, but again and again and again, when Pandora will be least dreaming of the fairy, she will find her like a flickering light of her wings on her ceiling. Okay, so she has told that as long as human beings stayed in this world, she will be there with us. Hope will be there with us. Okay, so these can be the few questions from inside the chapter which I have taken out for you. I'm repeatedly telling that there can be more questions. You people can find out much more questions than these, better questions than these. You frame those questions, practice at home so that you can answer each and every questions from inside the chapter. Okay, so for your betterment you can practice these questions too. Try, listen to the questions, try to answer by your own first, then listen to my answers. Okay, so that it will be helpful for you to understand and learn even. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.